Have you noticed how different your nights feel after 60? You go to bed like always. You sleep, you wake up, and yet something is changing. Silently, slowly. What most men don't realize is that after 60, while you're asleep, a dangerous process may begin. The body slips into a state of mild starvation. As your metabolism slows, the body starts to quietly break down not just fat or stored sugars, but muscle tissue and even fragile blood vessels, the very highways that keep your heart, brain, and manhood alive. You may feel fine when you open your eyes in the morning. No pain, no warning signs. But beneath the surface, your circulation weakens bit by bit. This slow erosion doesn't cause sudden collapse. Instead, it chips away at your strength, your confidence, and most painfully, your intimacy. The worst part? It happens so gradually that most men never realize it's happening at all. Months or years later, you notice you don't feel quite as sharp, as strong, or as alive as you used to. The passion fades, confidence slips, you feel less like yourself, and no one warns you. Not your doctor, not your friends, not even your own body until it's already well underway. But the good news is, once you understand why this is happening, you can start to take back control. I am Dr. William. For over 25 years, I've sat across from men just like you, strong, capable men who quietly carried a heavy burden. The fear of losing passion, the frustration of watching intimacy fade, and the painful question that keeps many awake at night. Is this just what happens to a man my age? Let me tell you something I've learned after helping thousands of men over 60 reclaim their confidence. No, this is not how it has to be. Yes, your body changes with age, but the real problem isn't simply aging. The deeper issue is that your body no longer receives the support it needs, especially before you sleep. To maintain strong circulation, healthy blood vessels, and the kind of energy that fuels not just your days, but your nights as well. Most men don't realize how dangerous those quiet nighttime hours become after 60. During sleep, if the body lacks certain nutrients and support, it begins to break down precious muscle, weaken your circulation, and starve your tissues. And while you wake up in the morning feeling fine, over weeks, months, and years, your strength, confidence, and intimacy begin to quietly fade. That's why I urge you, please watch this entire video carefully all the way to the end. Every part of what I'll share today contains important information that can help you stop this process and even reverse much of the damage with simple, natural steps. And more than that, we're going to work together to create a simple, powerful evening nutrition plan, a pre-bedtime meal protocol designed specifically to nourish your body, protect your circulation while you sleep, and restore the vitality and intimacy you thought was slipping away forever. To help us build a strong community, I invite you to share in the comments where you're watching this video from. Let's support each other on this journey. Wherever you are in the world, you are not alone. Now, let's talk about something very few men ever hear explained, even in a doctor's office. How your blood vessels, your circulation, quietly start to betray you after 60. You see, as men age, the vascular system, the very network that delivers oxygen, nutrients, and blood to every part of your body, starts to break down in several silent, dangerous ways. Hardening of the arteries, arteriosclerosis. With every passing year, your arteries gradually lose their flexibility. They become stiff, less able to expand and contract the way they did when you were younger. This stiffness makes it harder for blood to flow freely, especially to smaller, more sensitive areas of the body, like your brain, your heart, and yes, your intimate areas. Weakening of the endothelium. Inside every blood vessel is a thin, fragile lining called the endothelium. Think of it as the skin of your arteries. When you were younger, this lining was smooth and strong. But after 60, due to inflammation, stress, poor nutrition, and simple aging, the endothelium weakens. Tiny cracks and scars begin to form. Plaque can build up. The blood vessels become narrower, less efficient. Decline in nitric oxide production. Here's the part most men never hear. Nitric oxide is the key molecule that allows your blood vessels to relax and open up. It's absolutely essential for healthy erections, energy, mental clarity, even your heart function. But after 60, your body naturally produces less and less nitric oxide. Without enough of it, even if your brain sends the right signals, even if your desire is fully there, the blood simply doesn't get where it's needed. That's why so many men say things like, the desire is still strong, but my body just won't cooperate. I get aroused, but it doesn't stay. The worst part, this isn't just physical. When blood flow weakens, a man begins to feel it in his confidence, his identity, his very sense of manhood. The quiet voice of doubt creeps in. Am I less of a man now? Will my partner notice? Is this the beginning of the end? Let me share a real story, one I've seen many times in my practice. The story of Frank, 68 years old. Frank came to see me a few years ago. He was 68, a strong man, former small business owner, married 40 years. He sat across from me, shoulders heavy, eyes a little tired. "Doc," he said quietly, "my wife and I still love each other. The desire is there, but something's changed. When we try to be intimate, I just can't keep it going. Sometimes I don't even get started, and it's destroying my confidence. I feel like I'm letting her down. I feel like I'm disappearing as a man." Frank wasn't sick. His heart sounded fine. His labs looked okay. But when we looked deeper, we found it. His arteries had stiffened. His endothelial function was poor. His nitric oxide levels had dropped. His circulation was failing to deliver blood where it mattered most. It wasn't a lack of desire. It wasn't even a lack of testosterone. It was simply his blood vessels quietly aging, 1 year at a time. The good news? Once Frank understood what was really happening, we put him on a specific plan, including targeted nutrition before bedtime, supplements to support nitric oxide, and gentle lifestyle changes. Within just a few months, Frank sat across from me again, this time smiling. "It's not perfect like when I was 30, Doc," he said, "but I feel alive again. My wife notices. I notice. And the confidence, it's coming back." This is why understanding your blood flow after 60 is so important. It's not about chasing youth. It's about protecting your manhood as you age and giving your body what it needs to continue functioning the way nature designed. And this is exactly what we're going to fix together in the next part of this video. We'll start talking about the specific nutrients your body desperately needs before bed to stop this damage, and even reverse much of it naturally. Stay with me. We're just getting started. Now that you understand why blood flow begins to weaken after 60, let's talk about something even more important: how to recognize the early signs before the damage becomes harder to reverse. You see, the body whispers long before it shouts. And if you know what to look for, you can catch circulation problems early while they're still very fixable. Fatigue. You may find yourself feeling a little more tired than usual. Not exhausted, but just low energy. Climbing stairs feels heavier. Afternoon naps become more tempting. You may start blaming it on aging or busy days, but often this creeping fatigue is the first sign that your tissues, your muscles, your brain aren't getting the full supply of oxygen-rich blood they once did. Leg cramps and cold feet. Poor circulation often shows itself first in the legs and feet. Why? Because your body has to work harder to push blood to your furthest extremities. You may notice your feet feel colder at night, even under a blanket. You might experience occasional cramps in your calves or thighs, especially during sleep or after walking. This is your vascular system quietly struggling. Decrease in morning erections. One of the most sensitive indicators of blood flow is your morning erections. In younger years, you likely woke up most mornings with strong, spontaneous erections. When those start to weaken, become less frequent, or disappear altogether, it's often one of the first clear signs that blood is no longer reaching your intimate areas effectively, even if your desire remains. This is not just aging. It's a warning light from your circulatory system, reduced sensitivity, and the need for more stimulation. You may notice that what once brought pleasure quickly now takes longer, requires more effort, or feels somewhat muted. This is often caused by reduced nerve sensitivity due to lower blood flow nourishing those nerve endings. You're not broken, but your body is telling you it needs better support. Difficulty concentrating, mental fog. Reduced circulation affects not just your body, but your brain. You might feel like your thoughts aren't as sharp, your focus drifts, or you forget small details. This early mental fog is often tied to reduced oxygen and nutrient delivery to the brain, another direct consequence of weakening blood vessels. Here's the most important part. The earlier you recognize these signs, the easier it is to correct. At this stage, your blood vessels are still responsive. The damage is not permanent if you act now. Just like Frank, the patient I told you about earlier, many men who catch these early symptoms can make simple changes that restore blood flow, strengthen their vessels, and bring back the energy, intimacy, and confidence they feared they had lost. And that's exactly what we're going to do together starting today. Now that you recognize the early warning signs, let's talk about one of the most common and most dangerous mistakes I see men over 60 making every single night. They go to bed on an empty tank. You see, after 60, your body's ability to repair and restore itself at night depends heavily on what you give it before you close your eyes. Unfortunately, most men make a critical error. They skip dinner, or they eat something too small, too light, or simply not nutritious enough. They believe that eating less at night is healthier, or that skipping a meal will help them lose weight. But at this stage of life, that belief can quietly work against you. Here's why. At night, your body enters its most critical repair phase. It works to rebuild blood vessels, restore nerve function, balance hormones, and maintain muscle tissue. It needs amino acids to repair tissues. It needs micronutrients to support your endothelium, the lining of your blood vessels. It needs specific compounds to support nitric oxide production for healthy circulation. But when you go to bed without proper nourishment, when your fuel tank is empty, your body doesn't have the resources to repair itself. Instead of building up, it begins to break down. It starts pulling nutrients from your muscles, leading to gradual muscle loss. It slows circulation repair, causing your blood vessels to weaken further. It disrupts hormone production, lowering testosterone and nitric oxide. It even impairs brain recovery, leading to mental fog, poor sleep, and mood changes. This is what I call the silent overnight breakdown. You wake up the next morning thinking you slept fine, but inside, your body is slowly falling further behind. And after weeks, months, or years, this nightly nutrient deficit starts showing up as fatigue, intimacy problems, weaker erections, poor concentration, and loss of confidence. Let me give you a simple picture. When you were 30, you could run on empty. Your body was resilient, forgiving. But after 60, your recovery system is much more delicate. Every night becomes an opportunity or danger. If you give your body the right fuel before bed, you help it repair, strengthen, and rebuild. If you don't, it will quietly cannibalize itself, stealing from your muscles, your circulation, and even your brain. The good news? This process is 100% reversible if you act now. And that's exactly what I'm going to help you with. In the next part, I'll begin revealing the specific nutrients, foods, and combinations your body needs in the evening to protect your blood vessels, support nitric oxide, and rebuild your vitality while you sleep. Now that you understand why proper nighttime support is critical, let me share with you one of the simplest, yet most powerful ways to start fueling your body for recovery. 1 spoonful before bed. This is not a complicated prescription. You don't need expensive supplements, complicated regimens, or a cabinet full of pills. You just need the right combination of natural ingredients, carefully chosen to give your body exactly what it's missing as you sleep. Here's the simple formula. 1 teaspoon of rosehip powder. Rosehip is one of nature's most concentrated sources of vitamin C, but it's far more than just an immune booster. Vitamin C supports the production of collagen, which helps maintain the strength and flexibility of your blood vessel walls. It's also a powerful antioxidant, protecting your endothelium from oxidative stress, one of the key drivers of vascular aging. Daily support from rosehip can help reduce inflammation, strengthen capillaries, and improve overall blood circulation. 1 teaspoon of royal jelly. Royal jelly is a remarkable substance produced by honeybees, and it's packed with natural compounds that directly support your recovery process. It fuels your energy metabolism, helping your body rebuild tissues overnight instead of breaking them down. It supports hormonal balance, gently assisting your natural testosterone production and helping regulate other hormones involved in circulation and repair. Royal jelly also contains vitamins, enzymes, and amino acids that support your immune system, reduce inflammation, and promote healthier blood flow. Mix both into a cup of warm water, not boiling hot. The warm water helps improve absorption, gently relaxes your digestive system, and signals your body that it's time to enter its nighttime repair mode. Why is this simple mixture so powerful? Because you're giving your body two of the very things it's missing most after 60. Protection for your blood vessels, support for your hormonal and energy systems, and you're giving it at exactly the right time, when your body naturally tries to repair itself during sleep. I've seen many men start with just this one spoonful each evening and report back within weeks. Deeper sleep, more energy in the morning, stronger morning erections, better mood, and most importantly, the quiet return of confidence. This is just the beginning. Now that you've started fueling your body with the simple nighttime spoon, the rosehip and royal jelly, let's take things one step further. Because when you combine that basic formula with a few key targeted nutrients, you create a powerful environment for your body to rebuild, repair, and restore blood flow even more effectively. After working with thousands of men over 60, I've seen firsthand how these natural ingredients can work together like a team, each one supporting a different part of your vascular and hormonal system. Let me walk you through the three most effective additions. Citrulline, L-citrulline, the nitric oxide booster. Citrulline is one of the most effective nutrients I recommend for men looking to restore healthy blood flow. Unlike arginine, which breaks down too quickly in the digestive system, citrulline converts more reliably into nitric oxide once it's inside your body. Nitric oxide is the key molecule that allows your blood vessels to relax, open up, and deliver blood where it's needed, including to your intimate areas. Regular supplementation with citrulline has been shown to improve erection quality, boost stamina, and reduce fatigue during physical activity. Many men also report feeling more energized, less winded during exercise, and more confident in intimacy. A common dose is 1,500 to 3,000 milligrams daily, ideally taken earlier in the day to support daytime circulation as well. Omega-3 fatty acids, fish oil or krill oil, the vessel protector. Omega-3s are absolutely essential for keeping your blood vessels flexible and your circulation strong as you age. They help maintain the elasticity of your arteries, allowing blood to move smoothly even when your vascular system has already begun to stiffen. Omega-3s are also powerful anti-inflammatory agents, protecting your endothelium, the inner lining of your blood vessels, from ongoing damage. Long-term, they help reduce the risk of cardiovascular events and directly support the same blood vessels responsible for strong erections. Some studies even show benefits for mental clarity, mood stability, and joint health, all of which are connected to healthy circulation. A simple daily dose of high-quality fish oil or krill oil, 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams EPA/DHA combined, can make a remarkable difference over time. Ginseng extract, Panax ginseng, the energy restorer. Ginseng has been used for centuries, and modern research continues to confirm its powerful effects for men over 60. It supports endurance, energy, and stress resilience, helping you feel more vibrant during the day. Ginseng has also been shown to gently stimulate testosterone production, helping maintain hormonal balance. Many men report improvements in libido, sexual function, and overall mood, often within just a few weeks. Perhaps most importantly, ginseng helps reduce cortisol, the stress hormone, which plays a major role in both vascular health and intimacy. Standardized Panax ginseng extract, 200 to 400 milligrams daily, is generally well tolerated and highly effective when used consistently. Why do these nutrients work so well together? Because they don't compete, they complement each other. Rosehip and royal jelly prepare your body for repair at night. Citrulline keeps your blood vessels open and nourished. Omega-3s protect the integrity of your arteries. Ginseng supports your energy, hormones, and emotional balance. When combined, this targeted approach gives your body what it needs to fight back against aging, naturally, safely, and effectively. Now that we've built a powerful foundation with simple ingredients and targeted nutrients, it's time to bring it all together into a complete evening ritual. Because the truth is, your nighttime hours are either quietly breaking you down or rebuilding you. The choice depends on how you prepare your body in those final 30 to 60 minutes before sleep. The following nighttime recovery routine is simple, natural, and designed specifically for men over 60 to help restore blood flow, balance hormones, and support restful, healing sleep. Step 1. The circulation booster drink. 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Mix 1 teaspoon of beetroot powder, 1 teaspoon of honey, 1 cup of warm, not hot, water. Why it works? Beetroot powder is a natural source of dietary nitrates, which the body converts into nitric oxide, helping dilate blood vessels and improve circulation while you sleep. Honey supports stable blood sugar levels overnight, preventing the body from entering starvation mode and triggering muscle or vessel breakdown. The warm water helps soothe your digestion and begins signaling the brain that it's time to wind down. Step 2. Take your evening supplements. Magnesium, as recommended by your doctor, often 200 to 400 milligrams, supports muscle relaxation, nerve function, and deep restorative sleep. Also helps regulate testosterone and reduce nighttime cramps. L-arginine, as recommended by your doctor, typically 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams, works synergistically with beetroot and citrulline to support nitric oxide production, enhances blood flow, erectile function, and nighttime vascular repair. Important: always consult your healthcare provider before starting any new supplement routine, especially if you have existing medical conditions or are taking other medications. Step 3. Calm the nervous system with ashwagandha tea. Brew 1 cup of tea using ashwagandha extract or powder. Why it works? Ashwagandha helps lower cortisol, your stress hormone, allowing your body to enter deeper, more restorative sleep. It supports hormonal balance, reduces anxiety, and helps protect your blood vessels from stress-related damage. Over time, it promotes better sleep quality and emotional stability. Step 4. Prepare your sleep environment. Turn off all screens, TV, phone, computer. Dim the lights to signal your brain that it's time for rest. Avoid late-night news or stressful conversations. Create a calm, quiet, cool environment in your bedroom. Why it matters? Light and stimulation interfere with your brain's production of melatonin, the natural sleep hormone that helps trigger repair processes during sleep. The calmer your nervous system is before bed, the better your body can focus on restoring blood flow, hormone balance, and tissue repair overnight. Commit to this routine for 7 nights. I encourage you, do this full routine for 7 nights in a row. Pay attention to your energy in the morning. Observe your sleep quality. Notice any changes in your mood, your concentration, your morning erections, and your overall confidence. Most men begin noticing small improvements within the first week, sometimes even after just a few nights. And over weeks and months, this routine helps build long-term protection for your circulation, intimacy, and vitality. By now, you've seen what so many men never hear. You understand how blood flow declines quietly with age. You recognize the early signs that most men overlook until it's too late. You know the critical mistake of going to bed without giving your body the resources it needs to repair itself. And you've learned exactly how to reverse that process, step by step, using simple, natural tools. This isn't about chasing lost youth. It's about giving your body the support it needs to remain strong, capable, and connected to the life you've worked so hard to build. It's about preserving the best version of yourself for as long as possible. Now you face the point where most men hesitate, whether to act or to wait. But waiting is how time quietly slips away. The longer the delay, the harder the repair. You have the knowledge. You have the tools. The only thing left is your decision. Start today. Begin with what you've learned. Let your body feel the difference. Let your confidence return, not because of chance, but because you took action. This is your opportunity to restore what matters most.